So this partnership is an interesting one, as they all are, and they're all different. So every single partnership is different, every partner is different, every school is different, every principal is different. There are no two that are alike ever in any Partners for Possibility program. I'll never forget going to meet this particular principal. She was busy, she was mildly harassed, but which principal is not? She was not sure whether she actually wanted to, or whether it was going to be, useful for her to come on the program. But there was an inkling that, yes, maybe this would be good for her to come on. She was worried that she was going to be able to fit it all in, and there was lots that she had to do. So I just want to say a few things about the two people who are going to come up now. The principal is Phumi. Phumi is tough, yet a little unsure, well-meaning, yet wary, courageous and defiant in the face of resistance and setbacks, but always willing to accept help. Phumi, you learned to listen, question, and engage with your staff. You learned to tap your way out of your difficult feelings and laugh with them. You are a bright star that I hope continues to shine on. Rowley, the traveler. You make the most of every journey you take, even if it is to a cop. Taking the long road does not faze you, and you arrive having learned something new along the way, like how to get to Tulani's school going via. Remember the first cop? Ever positive, ever enthusiastic, open to the new and the unusual. You make me want to jump in my car and go on a road trip every time we connect. Thank you. Rowley and Phumi, come up and tell us about your journey. Matthew, this isn't working. It's not working. It's not going on. I think the battery might run. Oops.
Okay. You press that. Normal computers, switch it off, switch it on, works. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here, and thanks for taking time out to watch these presentations. Okay, so who are the partners? Phumi and Tiani, the principal. I think that PFP was very astute when they paired us together, because we've had a wonderful journey so far. I think that for me, being in a consulting role, the worst thing that can happen is when you give somebody advice and they don't take it. Well, I must tell you, she's taken all the advice on board. I'm delighted with that. She's been ready to step into the breach, and she hasn't been afraid to take on these challenges and to change the way that she does things. And it's very evident in the results that we've had at the school. So thank you.
My partner, Rolly Botman. Good morning, everyone. It was a wonderful journey, and it's not yet over. We are still continuing in this journey. Rolly Botman came to our school, it was like he's asking us, how can we help you? We had a lot of challenges. SMT, we had challenges. SGB, we had challenges, but we overcome. Challenges, including infrastructure of the school, but we managed with Rolly Botmans. Thank you.
So the partnership follows. The partnership is following the school's vision, which
To inspire lifelong learning, advance knowledge, and strengthen our learners' future. This is our vision that we want to accomplish together with Rolly.
sorry. So in accomplishing the school's vision, we've done a number of things. Using time to think and flawless consulting, which we both found extremely beneficial. We re-established the SGB. It wasn't functional when I arrived at the school, and they weren't exactly sure about how to go about fixing that. Well, the good news is that we reconstituted the SGB. It's now working great.
Remotivating the management team, it was not easy. My partners or the family will remember the way I was complaining that it is difficult. You will find challenge every day. But after the time to think, I went back, I implemented, so it worked for me. Thank you.
That was an interesting observation on my part. There was quite a hostile environment, but using time to think, we turned that around, and now it's a lot better.
Create more cohesion in the school's teacher community. As I said before that, we are a family here, partners for possibilities. It won't happen that where we invited Matthew to come to our school, we had a session where it was all about how to manage the stress. It went very well. Everyone was so excited. Even now, if I feel that it's tense, I've got a lot of tension, I know how to deal with that.
So some of the nice things that have happened at the school, happiness is we managed to get some laptops donated, and here you can see the happiness in getting a laptop and not having to share one laptop amongst 15 people. There was also a donation of books, and we got a donation of DVDs for movie night. Somebody donated a projector and a sound system, and so now the school has an ability to raise some funds on movie night. Do you want to talk about this one? Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
Shape of emotion. It was presented by Matthew and Chantal. Some of the staff members were a little bit reluctant, saying, what is this? Maybe they are here to introduce some ritual activities and stuff like this, because when we entered in that room, we had, they had lights and some lucky sticks where you will have to calm down, you tap, and tap if you feel that maybe you have got tension. Then after that, you will be relaxed. Whatever challenges that I come across, I don't forget to apply. And I hope at the end of the session, all of you will know how to deal with emotions and stress. Thank you.
That was a wonderful exercise for team building amongst the teachers, and I think that we'll probably do it again in the near future.
Together with Rolly Botman, we had Miss Eth came to our school to plant trees during upper month. It was a wonderful experience to our kids where everyone had to adopt the tree, and you'll name the tree after you if you like. We also had a tree. We have the tree actually, and it's growing very well. It was very nice and exciting adventure.
That was a fun day. It was different. The kids sang songs. They got involved. And a nice moment for me was when Miss Earth said, "Can I have volunteers to help me plant the tree?" You can see the hole there. I think the whole school tried to get in the hole at the same time. But they've all adopted trees. I think we planted 10 trees that day. The kids have had to adopt a tree, and they've got to look after it and water it. So that was a lovely time.
Together with my partner, we managed to have a grade 7 camp. They had a wonderful experience where they went to Maruping, Sterkfontein Caves. It took 3 days and 2 nights.
Bad news strikes the computer center. You can see one very unhappy Pumi standing there. Here's the reason. The server was stolen, which made the computer center completely dysfunctional and useless. In fact, you can see it's more of a storeroom now than a computer center. However,
Bad news turned into good news. On Sunday last week, we were invited by Surge Foundation, together with Born to Run. Our school got a donation of 159,000 to make that computer functional. Thank you very much.
that was an amazing day. As you can see, everybody there, including the kids. The kids had a day they'll never forget as long as they live, I'm sure. I think actually the SMT and the SGB members and the principal also. It was a wonderful day for everybody. The kids did a lap of honor. This guy here, Admire, is one of the up-and-coming runners in South Africa, and he engaged the kids, and they were all delighted. They were stretching and jogging and warming up. They were so enthusiastic, and he's agreed to come to the school and do some coaching for them as well. So, yep, our computer room now becomes a reality, and we are very grateful to everybody that was involved in that. And so, the mission actually continues, because we now still have to get the computer center up and running, and there are other initiatives that we started at the school that I'd like to see through.
Thank you very much.